Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle Got Camera, and on this channel we talk about lifestyle optimization, biohacking, recovery, all that fun stuff. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, and if you're a returning subscriber, then welcome back. I've got another awesome video for you. This is a 6-month review of the Apollo Neuro. So I made another video which I will link up right up here or down in the description, which you can go check out if you haven't seen it already. And I promised that I would do a follow-up video talking about my experience with the Apollo Neuro, which is a wearable device that uses vibration to entrain your nervous system into a certain state, either parasympathetic or sympathetic based on what you're looking to get. I break down how the device works and my initial thoughts and my use and application in that other video. So if you want a more detailed explanation of how the device actually works, go check that out. But I just want to talk about a couple things here and cover basically 3 main points, which is the application of this for stress, the application of this for recovery, and the application of this for sleep. Quick medical disclaimer is not a doctor. This is not medical advice, not meant to treat, diagnose, or cure anything. Just want to give you my anecdotal experience using this device and where I think the application might lie and if it's something that you should get. And yeah, give you just my honest feedback and thoughts after a little bit more time. So let's dive into the stress. So if I want to segment this between acute stress and chronic stress. If you are dealing with chronic stress, then please go seek medical intervention. Like, go figure out what's going on. That stress, that anxiety, it is a signal that is trying to tell you something. So that is a symptom of a much deeper issue, and I would definitely look into that. I don't think this is good for chronic stress because it doesn't resolve the issue. It does, however, help with the symptoms. For me, it was helping with the symptoms as I was going through a particular stressful period of my life. When you're dealing with chronic stress or chronic anxiety, it can be very debilitating, and it can be overwhelming, and it can be hard to think and make decisions and go in the right direction. And so if this can calm you down and help give you some clarity of thought, some clarity of mind, to help you take the next best step, then to me that seems like a really powerful application and something that could help a lot of people. Now, as far as acute stress goes, I feel like we all experience acute stress in normal day-to-day life. People who aren't dealing with chronic issues, there's just things that we have to deal with that, you know, take its toll. So if you just want to relax, if you just want to calm down, if you've had a particularly stressful day, I think there's an amazing application there. And I think there's a lot of value in using this on those acutely more stressful days. From a recovery aspect, I think therein lies maybe where the most value is, because if you're looking to improve your performance, your resilience, your ability to recover faster, I did notice a 5 to 10 millisecond increase in my HRV when using the device. And, you know, I personally would like to be able to increase this stuff endogenously, meaning inside versus exogenously. So I can actually increase my HRV by that amount through different breathwork practices like Buteyko or resonance breathing or biofeedback. And I'm going to be making a lot of videos about that, which I will link up whenever it goes live. And I also made another video about 10 ways in which you can increase your HRV, which I will put up there and in the description as well. So definitely go check that out if you're interested in increasing your HRV. You know, if you can increase it passively, literally just by putting this on your wrist, putting it on your ankle, I think that's really cool. So you can get home from your workout, you can slap it on, you're making your post-workout smoothie, and you're recovering just doing nothing, which I think is really cool. And in the study that they linked on their website, Apollo Neuro, it was all around the athletic performance and tracking the HRV increase, which they had, I believe, I'm pretty sure it was close to 100% results, if not 100% results of noticeable increase in HRV with the athletes that they put the device on. So amazing application there that I think is totally worth it, especially if you're looking to increase your performance, your resilience, and your heart rate variability. Now, moving on to sleep. I use this not all the time, but there were moments where I was really struggling with my sleep because of the stuff that I was going through, and it really helped. You know, it really helped me go and fall asleep. So 20 to 30 minutes before bed, I would put it on, and you know, you just get really tired, you get really relaxed, you get really ready for bed pretty quickly at least in my experience. For people who are dealing with sleep problems, again, not a long-term solution, but it might, if you're really struggling with your sleep, if you know what that's like, then it can really wreak havoc on everything else. So with that being said, if this can help you get, 10, 20, 30, 40% better sleep, at least in the short term, while you sort out some of the issues, while you reset your circadian rhythm, while you create a better bedtime routine, when you balance your hormones. And I talk about a lot of these things in other videos, which I will link up there and in the description. I've made a whole playlist about sleep. I got more videos about sleep coming soon too. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But that can be really helpful, I think, in the short term. Again, not a long-term process, and we're going to get into this at the end of the video in my summary and conclusion, talking about the problems with wearable devices and technology and using them to get these results. But we'll get to that in a minute. For people who are traveling, people who are changing time zones, and you need to be able to just fall asleep when you get home, or get to the hotel, wherever you're going, I think this can be extremely useful. So as a tool to travel with, I think it could be super impactful for that. Or if you just don't have time to do the normal routine or do what you do that normally gets you a good night's sleep, or you've had a particularly stressful day and you need to perform at your best the next morning, and thus you need to have a good night's sleep the night before, I think there's great application for the Apollo Neuro in that case as well. In conclusion, in summary, after looking at all these different aspects and using them, what do I think? I think it's a powerful tool. I think it's absolutely, would I recommend it? Yes, with an asterisk, with a caveat. I believe that it is not good practice to be dependent on technology or something outside of yourself to self-regulate. And so if you're always using devices and tech to help you with these things, then you will lose the ability to do it. If you don't use it, then you lose it. But if you're dealing with these issues and you're looking to get some alleviation, to maybe just get some short-term sort of wins so that you can get onto a path of momentum, or you can start building some good habits and you can start learning more about how your body works so that you can learn to self-regulate a little bit better, then I think this might be worth it, but I believe that everyone should start with the basics before you start to optimize. I've made a video where I interviewed one of my old health mentors, Mark Dama. Again, I'll link it up here and in the description, called The Basics of Health. So if you don't have the basics in, then I would definitely work on that first, dial that in first. It's something that I'm working on. That's why I'm currently not using it, because I'm working on dialing in the basics myself. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope it was insightful. I hope it makes sense for you. I still like the Apollo Neuro. I do. I think it's awesome. And also I think it has its time and its place. For the price tag of $350, it's not nothing. So these are things to consider when allocating your wellness budget. You get to be consistent with the basics before you start to optimize. So with that being said, I have a lot of content that I'm working on, sort of series of videos that are going to be coming. So definitely be on the lookout for those in the regard of heart rate variability, blood sugar, and biofeedback, stress management. And I'm really excited about this content. So subscribe if you want to see it. Like the video, it really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And I know that you're going to like this video or this video. And I will see you in the next one. Peace. Be well.